to you to give her answer.
Your Majesties would invite before them the members to be present in their most noble order of the Pelican.
Nice.
Of course.
No order. I set a task before you to give this woman counsel. She assures me that you have.
Aye.
Is it still your wish with your full support that we did?
Aye.
Yet I would hear testimony from worthies.
Is there a member of the Order of the Laurel who would speak for this good woman?
Your Majesties, I am a member of the Order of the Laurel, but today I bring you words from another Laurel, Duchess Sedalia McNair of the East and Trimaris. In October, in a year a lot longer ago than I care to admit, let me put it this way, a lot of the royalty of the known world had probably not even been born. I was Queen of the East. In that capacity, I met a lot of people and traveled to many places. Early on in the reign, I was hosted in one of the most unique and beautiful crash spaces I'd ever experienced. It was a church that had been converted into a residence in the barony of Concordia of the Snows. What a gem, I thought. But that was nothing compared to the true treasure that crossed my path on that trip. I'm crying for her. I never do this. There, in a converted church, I met a young lady who exemplified everything that is good about the SCA. She was young and eager, helpful and welcoming. In short, she was just about perfect and reminded me so much of what I was initially drawn to in the society. That young lady kneels before you all today, Baroness Kilde. Over the intervening years, I have been blessed to see her grow to a beautiful woman with an old soul of such chivalric purity that I am humbled by her example. Kilde has always been there, working, teaching, and just being a truly great example that I wish I could be closer to. I wish I could be there today to express these thoughts in person. Unfortunately, I now reside in Trimaris. Dear Trimaris, please do not take that the wrong way. I cannot get to Pennsic quite as easily as I used to. But know that my heart is there with you all today. Kilde, please make sure it's mailed back before it goes bad. And for myself, as a Laurel, Ellis O'Byrne of the West, I haven't known Kilde this long, but for as long as I have known her, she is one of the people who makes an art of service. Thank you, Your Majesties.
Is there a member of the Order of Chivalry who would speak?
Your Majesty, I bear with me the words of Duchess Romaine de la Garnison, Mistress of the Laurel, Mistress of the Pelican, and Knight of our society.
The path to chivalry is through prowess upon the field, leadership of those around you, and demonstration of the gentler arts and dedication to our society as a whole, and for you who are to be a peer of society. When evaluating candidates, prowess is often the first to be discussed. Kilde is unnatural. Her prowess at service showed itself immediately as she began serving as page and lady-in-waiting during her early years in the society. She has proven herself capable of stepping into any situation and wielding grace and charm and creating calm out of chaos. She applies logic, direction, and most importantly of all, care to all she does. Her skills at wielding an administrative pen leave a path of clarity and policy in her wake. Her prowess at the skills of organization and planning are renowned. Her leadership skills shine as she mentors and guides newer members in her care and the care and feeding of royalty, chatelating of baronies, and marshalling shires alike. She shows them how to be diligent and caring, and to listen with compassion, yet to be firm and gentle, and guide those in her care. She does not simply do her own tasks, but encourages others to step up and take care of responsibilities and to help our society grow. Kilde is not a quiet sort, and not one to hide away the wielding of her skills off in a forgotten place or realm. She thrives on travel to the far corners of her society to help and to teach, and to encourage others in administration, beautification, and inspiration to be and do all you can for the love of our society. If I ever have met one person who encompasses the phrase in service to the dream, it is my sister, Kilde Jurgenstochter. She is a true peer, an inspiration to us all. With my utmost heartfelt joy, Rowan de la Garnison. And I am Pelican Viscount, Master of the Pelican, and Knight of our society. I first met this lady when my beard was black and my hair reached the front. I cannot expound any more than the words already given. She is my peer.
Is there a member of the Order of the Rose who would speak?
Royal Peasant. I am Margaret, Queen of Onstiora, and Mistress of the Order of the Pelican. While I also, without many words to share of her qualities, I have been asked to read the words of another. Your Majesties, I, Duchess Merwin Lerch Owain, Royal Peer of your realm, am honored to speak today of the peer-like qualities of Kilde Jurgenstochter. I am sad that I may not be there in person, but it is perhaps as well, for it is likely that my emotions would rise to my throat and make me inaudible were I to try to speak, for this lady is dear to me beyond words. When I first entered the Consort Order of the Garnet, a Rose of the East told me that as a royal peer I had two primary duties. To give counsel to the crown was one, and the lesser duty. The most important duty was to do all I could to make certain that the subjects of this kingdom were served, comfortable, and made to feel welcome. That, in short, my primary duty was to offer comfort, safety, and welcome, just as she reminded me had been my duty while I sat the throne. I have known Kilde since my first days in the society, when she was still too young to be fought for in a crown tournament. She was already a lady, with a capital L, and I must tell you that she went out of her way to make sure that I was comfortable, safe, and felt welcome. When I first served this kingdom as queen, she had many obligations in her own life, but she devoted herself to making sure that at Gulf Wars, the first Gulf Wash, in fact, that the royal party were safely housed, and at the event itself, she was an invaluable resource of good sense, good advice, calm demeanor, and other ... emergency requirements. And parenthetically, and yes, there's quite a story involved. Ask her sometime. Better yet, ask Duchess Rowan. In short, 20 and more years ago, she was already demonstrating the qualities I was told that I needed to embody as a peer. She has never wavered in this. She has taken hiatuses from the society and returned with the same grace, the same instinct to make the day good for everyone whose path she crosses. from the youngest child to the gray beard, from the first event gentle to the most experienced crown. And she does it all with a smile, a laugh, and a hug. Your Majesties, she is beyond doubt my peer. She is also my friend, my surrogate daughter, and my heart's delight. The Order of the Pelican will be enriched by her presence in its ranks. Duchess Marilyn. And on my own, Your Majesties, as a mistress of the Order of the Pelican, as a rose of the society, she is my peer.
Is there a royal here who would speak?
Your Majesties, I am Edmund. I'm a Viscount of Ethelmark. I am also Kilde's lesser half. Today I would bring to you words to demonstrate that beyond compare, my wife is a servant to the entire society and nay, the entire world. Unto your Majesties, your Royal Highnesses, noble populace of Ethelmark, greetings. I am so disappointed I am unable to join you all on this most wonderful occasion. Let me introduce myself first. I am Duchess Bronwyn Lewis of Thomas, 27th and 31st Queen of Lochak. It is during this time when we traveled to Pennsic to visit with our cousins when I met Kilde. Traveling thousands of miles to Pennsic has a unique set of challenges for Lochak. Our numbers from home are low, and so our kingdom relies on the support of many others to make our journey easier. Kilde was a tremendous assistance to both Stefan and I last time we were here. 12 months later, as the new Queen of Lochak was making her plans for Pennsic, Kilde contacted me to offer assistance to my queen if she needed it. There were many royal peers who could stand here with similar stories of her willingness to serve and care for those around, making their lives just that little bit easier. In our few short weeks here, I can't count the amount of times she contacted someone on our behalf, organized transport, tracked us down to eat, or provided a friendly ear for a chat. She was gracious, generous with her time, and patient understanding with a variety of situations.
With your permission, I am Dorinda Courtenay, and I would speak for this lady. Every morning, the sun comes up in the east, and it provides us warmth, and it allows things to grow. In the evening, the sun will set in the west, and we may often think that it goes to sleep, as we do. But the sun does not. It goes on to provide warmth and growth to others. Kilde is our sun. Kilde is one who provides us with life and with growth. And your Majesties, it is right and proper to thank her for that service with this high honor. Thank you.
And is there a member of the Order of the Pelican who would speak?
May it please your Majesties, and at my age, even if it doesn't. My name is Edward. I'm a simple man who has known Kilde almost as long as anybody else in this room. I have a thing about service. Service versus work. Service is picking up the piece of paper and putting it into the garbage can and going about your business. Work is, oh look, I am putting a piece of paper into the garbage can. Kilde does the first. For much longer than she will want to admit to, I have been that crazy uncle that has watched her grow from small child to medium-sized child to young woman, medium woman, and still a medium woman. Service to recognize that which many of us have known for many, many years.
Your Majesties, having heard the orders, will you continue?
We will.
Is there a cloak to keep her warm these cold summer nights? Is there a personal medallion?
This medallion came from Mistress McKay.
As they are one, they have asked to swear together. We accept your words, but we know your word of God.
For many years, across many miles, Kilde Jurgenstochter has organized, administered, led, and helped others to lead. She serves as an exemplar of dedication, service, and courtesy. For these reasons, their Sylvan Majesties, King Gareth and Queen Juliana, wish to recognize her once and for all time as a fitting companion of their most noble Order of the Pelican, to the tumultuous and singular acclaim of the companions thereof and the populace at large. To that end, we do hereby proclaim Kilde Jurgenstochter a peer of our realm, and bestow upon her arms by letters of patent to wit, berry, wavy, argent, and azure on a pale gules for linden leaves pale-wise argent, that she may enjoy all the rights and privileges of a mistress of the Pelican, and faithfully execute all the duties attendant upon the honor. Let all know and acknowledge the ongoing contributions to the glory that is Ethelmar, done by our word and will this 6th day of August, Anno Societatis 54, at the 48th Annual Pennsic War. The book is by a group effort of people who love you.
It is the Book of Kilde, and it is not complete.
For Mistress Kilde, newest member of the Order of the Pelican.
Viva! Viva! Viva!
You can take any spot you want.